Finally, welcome to another episode of the Mid-Late Night Show.
Okay, I guess we shall do it. Hello, everyone. I am CL Animator. We're here with
your boys back at it again
with the white vans.
I was waiting for someone to say it.
It's your boy, Studio Karma, and nachos with guacamole salsa on the side. You already know.
Yeah, what's up? It's me. Rashad, that guy.
Nigga, you introduced us.
Huh?
I introduced. Well,
yeah,
I
but I never said my name when I started. Whatever.
And Max is here too. Just thought you should know that.
Now, before we begin and add context to everything, I'd like to say simple
context to everything.
Yes, because I want to talk about where we've been, what we're doing, and what's going on in our lives before we get into like regular podcast talk. But before all of that, I had to give a shout out to Destiny. I've been asked to do this for like a month and a half, and now I've done it, so we can continue with this. Destiny, and yeah, that's that.
Woohoo! Yep.
Whippity woo!
Hooray!
All right, so what's going on? What's going on with you guys? Any major big events happened within the last couple of weeks?
Not much. I don't work at ShopRite anymore, so that's cool.
Oh shit! Why'd you stop working there?
Because it fucking sucked.
What, did you quit or did you just like?
Yeah, I quit.
How did that happen?
So it was literally like a Tuesday. I'm like, yeah, I'm tired of this, and I just walked into the manager's office, and I'm like, don't really know how to say this, but this is probably my last week working here. She's like, why? Are you going to pursue school? I'm like, yeah, that's it. I'm focusing on school. And she's like, okay, I fully understand. I'm a big advocate for focusing on school, so I fully understand. I got to explain anything else. I was like, wow, thanks for understanding. And then we left it at that. Oh, there was some other stuff, but it was just information-based stuff.
That was generally cool.
Yeah, she was actually really like respectful about it, and like I was a little hesitant to like actually quit and approach her about it, but she like made me feel better about it. So,
well, me and Shad has been going to the gym lately.
Yeah, we gotta get buff.
Yeah. You
boy already been going together.
Yeah. LA Fitness.
Oh, okay.
It helps when you have a homie to go with you. Everybody needs a gym buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And because
I'm gym alone is just not it.
Yeah, no one wants to go to the gym by themselves and be insecure.
I prefer to. My issue is when I go with somebody, my focus is kind of split between doing my exercise and making sure they're good, even if I know they're good. Like, it's just instinctual for me. So going by myself is my preferred way. But I can see how it could be beneficial for y'all.
Usually, like, when I like to go with a partner just because, like, it's always good to have a spotter if you're doing some crazy shit.
Even though we haven't spotted each other once. Well, we've spotted each other.
We've just been beginning building ourselves up. Like, we haven't even benched yet. Like, we're probably going to do that sometime next week.
We're going to squat. We're probably going to squat on leg day next week. That's what I'm excited.
Yeah, we're going to squat. And we're going to squat. And then when we do back and shoulders, we can deadlift.
Yo, I go getting in the shower earlier, and I looked at myself. I was like, ooh. I was looking at myself like for 3 minutes. I was like, damn, nigga, you got buff.
We've only gone like 3 times.
But it really be like that. Like when you exercise, like a lot of people be saying that shit like, oh, you work out, niggas be working out for one day and the next thing you know they acting like they all rough and shit. But that's really how it feels. Like your body just makes you feel like you look better. Because you might not, or you might actually do, but like it's like an award type thing or a reward for you doing that. So the more you go, the more you'll look a little more healthier.
I feel like I don't know if I look anywhere else. I just know that my back and arms are fucking jacked. Because before I used to work out and my arms were pretty cut, and then quarantine hit and I had noodle arms again. Literally, after the first workout, my arms got cut out of nowhere. Rashad, you'll back me up on that one.
I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
This man's walked into the locker room and took his shirt off with confidence, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Look at my arms, bro."
Like I'm about to start doing my
SpongeBob. I was like, bro, look at this shirt.
Oh my god! Wait! No, what we have to talk about, Chris, is the fucking old man.
Oh no! We have to.
Oh my god, this fucking old man. Every time we've gone to the gym, we start walking in. The first 2 times we made the mistake of going to the very back, and every time we've gone, we've seen this old man completely naked, dick and balls out, just minding his own business like it's casual.
Oh, that's the first time y'all seen
average
that?
shit.
No, that's not the first time it's happened to me, but like it was the same guy each time we've been there. So it's like, what? Like, do you not have anything better to do than to have
Maybe
your dick and balls out in the locker room of LA Fitness?
And it's not like we go there at like the same time every day either.
Exactly. Like, I really don't understand. He was literally there every time in the same exact spot.
He's probably
that's what he does.
Us. He's probably on this podcast watching right now.
Right.
He's Craig.
Like, just say what you're
Yeah, that's Craig. Oh my god.
That's Craig.
Yo, Craig wouldn't do his dirty.
Oh my god, that first time though, he
podcast in a long time, so
so
we started stalking y'all. Oh.
Maxi waxy.
I mean, we've learned our lesson now. We just don't walk to the back of the locker room, like no matter what.
Yeah, I don't even know why you would even think that's a smart thing to do.
Because I just naturally walk to the back of wherever I go.
See,
I only go when I'm going. Like, are y'all talking about the Sheldonham one?
Yeah, the one that's across from Linwood.
Whenever I walk straight to like the bathroom or anything, I don't look. Like, I make it a point to just stare directly ahead. Because like that's happened to me multiple times. Like I've come in where there be old people like on Sunday mornings where the old people like go there to swim back before Corona. Them niggas would just all be gathered in the back, butt ass naked.
Why do old people do that? I feel like it's only old people too. Like why?
Because they don't care. See, the difference is for us, we're pressure. We have like insecurities, and we also feel uncomfortable just being naked around a bunch of people. But for them, they're at the edge and they've already just lived through all of it. And they're like,
see, I get that, but like, you don't even have to be naked. Like, that's just the choice they chose when they woke up. They're like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't need underwear right now. Like, what?
Yeah,
but they choose because they take showers. Like, old people are really the only people that take showers at the gym.
Like, you can't just go home and take a shower. Like, what?
No, if you're at a pool, though, I'd take a shower.
I understand that. Yeah, because they're old. Like maybe the chlorine affects their skin differently than it does ours.
It probably makes.
I'm not trying to go anywhere smelling like
notice
chlorine.
How we get dry as hell when we get out. Like exactly, you be dry as hell, and that probably for old person's skin.
You got to go to the pool, work out, go to the sauna. Go to the sauna, then take a shower. You won't feel like a new nigga. I'll get out that shit outside. It's a different experience. That was my first time at Lifetime Fitness. Like I felt like
Lifetime is crazy.
I've never been there. Isn't that shit expensive?
It's hella expensive, bro.
It is. But my dad paid for it for like my dad still goes there, but because he has like guest memberships, I went there a couple times with him. I wish that I went earlier so I could actually try that. But Lifetime.
Oh my God, I want to try that.
I went there my freshman year.
Crazy.
Yeah, Lifetime is a good gym, but LA
it's a really good gym. Hell, that shit feels like a country club.
It does feel like a country club.
Because
they have a barbershop, a spa.
They got a barbershop, spa. They have a whole restaurant in there.
What the fuck?
But you have to pay for all of it. That's the bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. You have to pay add more.
All of it, even if you're just using the gym.
Like I had my mom. She got me a membership too. She was like, "So you want to bulk up, huh? Come with me." And I went there thinking that I looked at the gym and I was like, oh, this shit's gonna be exquisite. I saw people drinking protein shakes and stuff. I was like, sir, can I have a protein shake? They said, sure thing, $12.95. I walked my ass right out of there.
I really thought you was about to. What is this, Disneyland?
Disneyland probably more expensive.
It def would be. You know how much they charge for fucking waters, dog?
Probably like $6.
Way too much.
Way too much. It's water. No, the reason the way they get you is selling a complimentary cup.
Is the one in Florida Disneyland or is that Disney World?
Okay, Florida is Disney World because it's bigger.
Okay, I've been to Disneyland. I haven't been to Disney World.
Yeah, the California one is Disneyland because it's smaller and it's more like it also has like a history section because it's built like where the original Disney Studios was.
Yeah.
Disney
Disney
World
World?
is way
Yes.
worse than Disneyland. It's huge.
I guess I haven't been there since like what? When did I go? 2006, 2008.
Disneyland? I went
Disney
in like
World. I've never been to Disneyland.
I
I've
went
never
to
been to
Disneyland in 2018.
Nigga, you're scared of roller coasters. You can't even enjoy it.
Oh yeah,
Well,
no, I didn't. I
Disney
went on.
got more than
I told
just
you that
roller
story,
coasters,
right? Where I
The
like
Star
my
Wars
cousin
one?
tricked me on the ride.
Yeah,
What
you told me
ride?
that
Tell the
one.
story now, because I don't know.
Oh hell, that shit was bad. Okay, so
While you tell
we
them,
were
I'm gonna go get some,
in
I'm gonna get some iced
Disneyland.
tea.
I was there with my aunt and my uncle, and my cousin. And so I didn't really go on any of the ride, like the crazy roller coaster ride. But you know, Disneyland is more for kids, so most of the rides are really toned down there. So I went on a few of them. And so after, you know, there's like the multiple parks connected to Disneyland, and I can't remember what the other one's called, but that's the one with the crazy fucking rides. And when we went there, we didn't know what the Guardians of the Galaxy ride was. Like you could just look at it and we were confused. Like, what is this? A roller coaster? What is it? Like we literally couldn't tell from the outside. So like I saw my cousin, I'm like, y'all go on the inside, and if it's a cool ride, y'all can come back and we'll go on it again. They're like, okay. And so they went in, I wait like an hour. Like we already knew the line was long. But like when they came back, they're like, okay, we'll get the pass thing and then go. Like whatever. And so I wait, they come back, and my aunt and my cousin, they like ecstatic. They're like, oh my God, that shit was amazing. I'm like, oh, really? And my uncle, he's like leaned over. He's like, oh, I don't feel so good. I'm like, are you good, Reggie? What's up? He's like, oh God, I wish I hadn't done that. I'm like,
Reggie got his keys in May.
I'm like, that's kind of sus. And he like ran to the bathroom. I'm like, okay. And so they're like, I'm like, was the ride cool? Was it cool for me? Like, is it not too scared? They're like, oh yeah, no, it's legit. And I'm like, my cousin said that, and I'm like, okay, I don't believe your ass, because I know you would do anything to me. And I looked at my eye, and I'm like, you're 100% sure this ride is okay for me? Like, I won't die if I go on this ride. She's like, yeah, it's totally fine. I'm like, okay, I trust you. I really trust you, Aunt Regina. Please don't fucking kill me. And so we got the line pass thing. Go in this line. It was like 20 minutes. And so we get on, and like I'm confused. Like when we got to the end of the line, it's just a dark room with chairs, and like I'm like, oh, this is weird. I'm like, this is really weird. It was really sus. And like there was just nothing. And so I'm like, okay. So we all sat down next to each other, and the people that came with us, and there's like handles and a seatbelt. And so I'm like, okay, this ride can't be that crazy, since all there is like a seatbelt. There's nothing like for you to put your back against or anything crazy like that. Like there's just a seatbelt. Like there wasn't any support. I was so like, okay, it should be safe. Oh, was I wrong? And so the door closes, and like the room starts moving, and I'm like, okay, so this is going to be like some type of tour with a screen, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy and shit, you know, nothing crazy. Oh boy. And so it starts going up, and then like they're playing, it's like, oh, get ready for the ride. I'm like, what's the ride? And they're like, oh, this is the ride, and the floor just drops. I'm like, oh, I can't tell you how loud I screamed. And I'm like, is it over? Is it over? Nope, it goes up even further this time, drops again. And like at this point, I'm literally holding my cousin, like screaming for dear life. And then this is the third time it's going back up. It goes up, open, like the top opens, and literally it's like we were in like a 20-story type building. That's how high we were.
Oh, hell no.
And the window opened,
Jesus.
and we could see out. And literally, I'm like, we're that high up? I'm like, that's why the building looked like that? I thought it was just for something else.
Oh,
no.
Rashad.
And then it dropped from the top. Oh my God. I think I actually blacked out for a second. It was definitely, it was fun, but I was afraid for my life. And when we got off,
Dude.
I switched places with my Uncle Reggie. I was the one killed over. Like, I wish I had done that.
It'd be like that sometimes, though.
Oh, and afterwards I was so angry. I'm like, you said it was okay. And my aunt was like, I thought I was with it. I'm like, no, why did you do that to me? Good times.
Yeah, that shit sounded sus. Guardians of the Galaxy. If you know what Guardians of the Galaxy is, why the fuck would you do that to yourself?
Because I didn't because I knew it wasn't a roller coaster, and I didn't think it would be like.
Knowing what the Guardians of the Galaxy is, it means space shit, right? So what could you do other than that? Because Guardians of the Galaxy, the movies aren't about like exploring the galaxy. It's about like specific events in the galaxy.
See, but even the theme of the ride wasn't even like that. It was like they were like sneaking into a base. And then, like, their goal was to, like go through each floor of the base and escape or some shit like that. And that's why, like, when it was going up and down, it was going to, like, different floors of the building that they were in. And so, like, when we got to the top floor, it was like, oh, we escaped or some shit like that. It was a cool ride, to be fair. It was just, it was something else. I don't even think y'all would do it.
I'd do it.
You would do that shit.
That doesn't sound too hard. Like, see, for me, certain roller coasters I can't do. That I could do.
Oh no, that should fuck
like,
me up.
Have y'all ever been to Universal? Have y'all been to Universal?
Yes.
Have you ridden that fucking Hogwarts ride?
Like that.
Nah, that's the only ride there that I didn't
ride.
Oh
shit, yo!
Nah, I did the Mummy. The Mummy fucked me up. I was like, nah, I'm not doing any more of these fucking rides.
No, the Hogwarts ride. That whole area in the back was awesome. But
no, I knew that ride was like going to be way worse than the Mummy. So I'm like, nah, we're not doing that.
It was a 40-minute line, right? 40-minute line. We get there and we sit down on like a row, or it's like one of those things where it's the seats are like up, so you got to sit down and then you're floating off of the ground because you gotta like get on your tippy toes to get in the seat. So I get in, right? They're pushing the thing down to hold me in place. But because of how big I am, it doesn't go down all the way. So it clicks, but it won't go down like it's supposed to.
No.
So I'm half hanging out of it. And it's too late because the ride's already started.
Oh my god!
So that shit moves, and it like you saw how big that fucking castle was, right?
Yeah, it's huge.
It swings you throughout the entire thing.
Oh no!
And there are like sections of it where like because it bounces between like having the characters flying on the fucking what is it called, the broom around, like that's what it's supposed to be. So like there's a part where you
know what you're talking about now.
Like there's a part where there's fucking giant ass spiders, and my fear, like when I saw that, I was afraid that I was gonna fall out exactly there and like pass out.
Did you do the Mummy ride?
They didn't have a Mummy ride.
What? At Orlando Studios?
No, I think the Mummy ride's gone. It wasn't there.
What? Oh, the Mummy ride. Oh my. Oh, so you don't know the Mummy ride went backwards.
Oh,
it was a
Mummy ride went on fire.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I know. That wasn't that scary.
Nah, that shit fucked me. Nah, I wasn't expecting the backwards drop. When that happened, my soul left my body.
I was like, "Oh shit, it's backwards." More, it was the fire for me that got me.
Oh, the fire was burning the shit out of me.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, it's hot in here."
That fire was a little too much because that shit was close. I feel
like the only reason the Harry Potter one got me like it did was because I was hanging out of it. Like literally, if I wasn't focused on holding on to the fucking thing, I could have fallen out of that. Wow. And I was so afraid to because there was you've been on it, right? With like the part where the spiders are at.
No, I haven't been on it.
Oh, there's a part because the whole thing, because like I said, they're flying through the entire fucking Hogwarts castle, and there's a scene in the movies where there's like they're in a cavern like area, and there's like giant tarantulas. So they show that, right? But instead of it being like some CGI thing, it's actually like big ass live action. Like they fucking made these Johns like giant fucking tarantulas, and it's right in my face. And I was like, that was the exact moment I almost let go because I was like, if this is here now, I might as well die and let what happens happen.
The spider would have gotten you. You would have flown out and you would have hit the spider.
Exactly. Like, yo, I don't think I could have moved. I literally would have let myself get crushed by machinery if I had opened my eyes and saw that above me. If I had fallen out of that thing, I literally would have let myself die. Because how the fuck am I going to stand up and move with that staring at me? I can't with fucking spiders, bro. I was so terrified. But it was a good ride. All things considered.
Come to find out 10 years later, you're taking Ski the Fifth out to Orlando Studios. You got
10 years later?
I don't know. I don't math good.
I got PTSD. I wouldn't even be able to fit in it 10 years later. The fact that I couldn't fit in it then means I couldn't fit in it now. I'd have to fucking starve myself to get back on that ride.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Fucking insane.
I just figured you were a lot bigger.
Then the worst thing is when I was getting on the ride, there was like a family of fat people that were behind us getting on it too, that were about to get on it. And I was like, oh, When I got off the ride, I literally like you know when you're off a roller coaster and you're walking away from it, you can hear the next people on it screaming as it goes around.
Yeah.
I heard the screaming and I was like, oh.
Because those people fucking died.
They probably did. That shit was insane, dog.
How do they not test for fat people? That is an important.
No, see, here's the thing. It clicked, but it didn't go all the way enough that I felt safe. Like I felt like I had to hold the thing.
Oh, I get you.
Like it was clicked enough that if I had done nothing, it would have held me in place. But at the same time, I was sliding back and forth a lot, especially through the parts where they were like swinging and the spider part, of course. So I was just squeezing onto the thing for dear life.
Yeah, no. After the Guardians of the Galaxy thing, I literally swore to never ever go to another amusement park. So,
see, now I want to go to Atlantic City on spring break or summer vacation with y'all. Because
we should definitely do a summer vacation.
Yeah,
I just want to go. I want to go to the boardwalk. I want to have some adventures. Rashad can stay there and sip his slushy while we have all the fun.
Oh yeah, you 100% not see me doing anything amusement park related.
Yes, Rashad could be the mom that carries everything.
Listen, I might go to amusement park and do tame stuff, but you're just never going to see me on the road ever.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see you on that. The fact that you were like terrified on the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy ride tells me everything I need to know.
Oh my god, I feel like most people, other than my family, no one's ever seen me like that. So I just don't want to see.
Because I've been on those fucking drop tower ass rides. Because that's what it's basically like, right? It's just a fucking
it's a drop. Yeah, it's exactly that. It's a drop tower ride.
Everyone's been on those, and I've been on. There was one.
That was my first time on one. It killed
I went on
me.
one at Disney World. And it was like, I forgot what it was called or what the theme was. I think it was the haunted house or something.
Oh yeah, that's the one at Disney World.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad. It probably wasn't as bad as yours was, but at the same time, I just know that I could handle that better than like the Harry Potter one. Because the thing I can't stand is when I'm in the air and my legs are out. The thing about me, for all the people listening to this podcast, I'm tall. But I'm one of those people whose every part of his body is tall too. Not like one of those dudes that's like long legs and that's it, or long torso and that's it.
Yeah,
literally every part of my body is long. I'm like a fucking skeleton. I'm not lanky. No, I'm not lanky.
No,
I would be lanky.
Lanky.
I'm like someone who's tall without being lanky. Like I'm close. I'm like lanky but fat. Imagine that. Bars.
Imagine like being built like 21 Savage, but just add like 50 pounds. No offense.
Yeah, basically. No, I get it. I completely see what you're trying to say. So like whenever I'm on rides like that.
Oh, go ahead.
When I'm on rides like that and my legs are hanging out, that terrifies me because my top fear whenever I get on a roller coaster like that is that my legs are going to hit something and it's either going to break something like in Final Destination or I will get off that ride missing a foot.
Oh my god, I've seen some shit like that actually.
Exactly. That's why I don't be getting on certain rides.
Like
there have been times I've literally gotten off of roller coasters because I felt my knees against the thing. Like they're like, you know, them little cart things you get in when you go up and down on a roller coaster shit. I felt my knees against the edge of it and the thing not go down. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go.
Well, I've never had that problem.
Well, you're not Clarence. I'm glad. I wish you had that problem so you wouldn't have to endure roller coasters. Like you'd have a reason.
I'll never have to endure roller coasters again.
Well, that's because you're a bitch. For me, it's a
you know what? I'm okay with that. My only genuine big fear that I just completely bitch on is heights and roller coaster shit.
Heights scare me, but not as much as fucking. I don't know why arachnophobia is my number one fear.
You're scared of
spiders. I can tell you why right now. I can tell you why.
Why?
Are we actually doing this right now? Nigga, you just got attacked by some Goosebumps type shit on your roller coaster ride.
That was not the thing that started it, though. That was not the thing that started it. No, wait, I remember what started it. You remember fucking Amazing Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember in the middle of the movie where he's doing research on spiders and then all them pictures come up?
Yeah. I can see where that would have
So here's what happened. The first time I saw that, because I saw it in the theater when I was a kid, and that shit petrified me. But then I went home and I was like, okay, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe I was just being a bitch. Because when you're a kid, how you think that you're braver than you actually are.
Yeah.
So I thought I was just being a pussy about it. So I went home, got on the computer, and looked up "scary spider."
Could you
Let me
run
Google
over
that now.
No.
Scary spider?
Scary
Don't do
spider.
that.
I'll do that.
Scary spider.
Scary spider on my computer's gonna attack me.
This
Fuck
shit
you.
don't even look scary.
Right.
It's the eyes. It's just the fact that the eyes and the hairiness, bro. I can't with that
Yeah.
shit.
Spiders
That is
like
the hairiness would like fuck me
But
up.
like,
I'm
why
not-
do they
it would
need 6 eyes? Like, have you seen? There's one that's just stained into my mind. It's
the blue
orange.
eyes?
No, it's orange. It's giant, fuzzy orange
Clarence,
with
look at my
fucking
screen.
gray left.
Clarence, look at my screen.
Fuck you.
Wait, let
Rashad.
me stream.
Think we are on a podcast.
Shush. Hush your face.
Well, the funny thing is, I just tilted my computer screen, and if you send it to me on the phone, I will block you. I will actually block you, Rashad. Like, I'm no joke. I will actually block you and not talk to you for a
Yeah, I
fucking
ain't
week,
no-
bro. I will
Okay.
actually block you. It is that deep. I swear to God, I'll block you. I got the fucking.
Clarence, I don't
I
know.
wasn't even planning on doing anything like that, but the fact that you thought I would do something like that is so telling.
This is literally one of the results that popped up for me, so I don't know what was so scary.
When you look
No,
up
what results
scary
are you talking about?
spider.
'Cause I'm not looking at my computer.
No, he just
It's
posted
not a
an image
spider,
of
it's a picture of
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's a picture of Spider-Man.
Oh wow,
It's
that's
the
crazy.
Amazing Spider-Man. But
The worst Spider-Man.
But let's get off of this. Let's get off of this topic. Let's get off of this topic.
That's
So-
a scary spider.
The word spider?
I'm not
What?
really scared of. I don't think I have a particular fear. I'm just one of those people where you know it when you feel it. Like
You know
if Jason pulls up on me, of course a nigga gonna be scared.
I know, but I
But
mean,
they
like, do you
got,
have a
like-
thing that when you think about it, you're just petrified?
Nah, I don't got that.
Hmm.
Oh, you know what?
Actually, no. I wouldn't say I'm like that for heights, but like if I'm like watching a video and it's like some guy like
Oh, of course. I know.
Yeah,
I feel like
high
everyone
building.
kind of has that.
yeah, that shit
Everyone
definitely
has a
gets me
thing
excited.
when they watch something, it triggers something in them. But I mean, like, literally a fear where if you think about it for too long, you get creeped out.
Nah, that doesn't. Nah, it's
Sometimes I
experiencing
think-
heights that makes me afraid.
What'd
For
you say,
me,
Chris?
it's like it's like a fight or flight. If you saw Hunter x Hunter, you'd understand. I'm like killer with that shit. Like
I get
I
you.
remember there was one roller coaster in my life I've never done. It was I was going to the Marvel section of Universal.
Uh-huh.
And on the way, like
Mhm.
right in front of it, there was a big ass roller coaster. And it had like 4 loops. It was like 3 times the size of my not even it was like I'm not even joking, like 30 stories, not even 50 stories high. I saw that shit. They're like, Chris, you love roller coasters. Don't you want to do it? I could feel my stomach drop just looking at it. Like you ever look at something so high that it makes your stomach drop? Boy, I'm gonna
Yes.
I was like, no. They said, like, Chris, no. I'm not
No.
going. I'm not going. And I didn't say a word. I just walked my ass to that Spider-Man ride.
Oh
And
my
I
God.
played Pretend Miles Morales.
Oh yeah, the
so
Spider-Man ride at Universal is dope.
I was. It was right. That was like the point where I started reading Miles Morales, and I was a big Marvel fiend. They were like, I call Peter Parker. I was that nerdy ass kid. I was like, I call Miles Morales.
That sounds like you.
But to be fair, I do claim him as my own. As a fellow Black and Puerto Rican, I claim him. He's mine.
Hold on, did you play the new one yet?
No, I told you I'm waiting until I get
Okay,
my
you keep
PS5.
saying that, bro.
Same.
You
I'm
got
the
it.
same. I'm doing the same shit.
Haley.
I'm not even trying to touch.
I
I haven't
know
even
who
looked
that
at
is, but
gameplay.
calm down.
You know what? No, you know what? Fuck it. Do you want me to show you Haley? I really want to show you Haley.
That's the deaf girl, right?
Yes. Do you want to see Haley, Chris?
I know what she is.
Sure, I don't mind seeing a character.
No. Yeah, I'll look it up. I'll screen share it for you. Hell, I'll draw her in the thumbnail so that people understand.
I don't know if you got
What?
it. That's not a good
You don't gotta
thing.
do all that. You
I
won't
am
be like,
gonna do
"Who's
that.
this?"
Who's
Who is
this
this?
random ass
People
lady?
will trust me. People will know.
deaf
People
girl.
will know. People will know Haley. Okay.
Unless they haven't played it.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Consider
everyone,
that.
everyone
People don't want to be
knows.
spoiled, huh?
Okay, no. If you're going on YouTube, I'm not looking at that.
Yeah, I don't
That's
want to
probably
see
gonna
it.
have hella spoilers.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. She's in a side
Too
story.
bad.
She's not like main. She's not in the
I'm
main.
talking
story.
about the just the thumbnails and stuff. I'm going in blind. Just let me know when it's safe.
Yeah, same. I'm going in fully blown.
It's just hearts and shit, nigga. Okay, let me see. Oh, let me full screen it because there was a spoiler in one of the thumbnails next to it.
Like I said,
exactly. His man's trying to get us fucked up.
I don't know. Can I see this, Clarence?
Yeah.
How the fuck do I? Okay.
All right, I can see it now.
Okay.
All right, there. I cropped it so you can't see the spoilery bits. All right. I want to go to the one. I want to go to the good part. Where is it?
This is a podcast.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm like.
Podcast, but I still need y'all to see this.
Yeah, if it's a big deal, we can cut it out. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, watch this.
And she know, don't even tell me that. Don't even tell me that.
Just watch.
I gotta thank you. Hold on, I'll watch this and I'll say it.
This is a podcast?
But now I have one. So basically what she's saying or what she's signing is that Peter Parker is racist. I mean, probably.
Basically.
But I wouldn't be surprised. I ain't seen that nigga in Harlem not once. It's Brooklyn this, Manhattan that. Bitch! She gave him the scarf and everything. Hey, y'all. Did he say bye? Oh, he said Haley.
Yeah. And there's other cutscenes where it kind of zoomed past the ass. She got a dump truck, bro.
Bro, what? This is a child. Let's not go crazy now.
Okay. I'm saying. Well, you gotta think. I'm still a teenager. It's okay.
Nigga, you are 19.
Okay, still a teenager. But I don't want her. No, see, that's the thing. You're being weird about it. I don't want her. I want her for Miles. Because this nigga, that is like literally, there's a scene at the end of the game. It doesn't have anything.
Stop.
Not spoilers.
Right now.
Not a spoiler.
No, don't even say anymore. Don't even say anymore. No, don't say anymore. Don't say anymore. I don't even want to hear it. No, just stop. You're done.
Okay. I'm sorry.
You're fired.
Okay, Jesus, I'm done. Fuck, shut up. I'm done.
Yo, you're not done.
Are you?
Yes, I am. I'm done. It wasn't even a spoiler, but I'm not gonna say.
Too bad.
Okay.
I don't even want to hear what you're saying right now.
Exactly.
This nigga said too bad. All right. We went way off topic.
There are just two Spider-Men running around with the same name. Like, can Miles at least have his own fucking name?
Yeah, can't he be like the Black Spider or some shit?
Yeah, like everybody calls Spider-Gwen Spider-Gwen. Like,
right.
If we get, I don't know what we'd call him. Maybe not the Black Spider. I mean,
that was just the first thing that came. I was thinking of the color of his suit.
I was thinking of
the color of his suit. He spends most of his time in Harlem, so everyone just calls him our Spider-Man.
I mean,
like, talk about the Spider-Man and then our Spider-Man.
But when you're on like the big screen, a bunch of comics, like you need branding. We have Spider-Man Noir, Spider-Man 2099, Spider-Gwen. What do people just call him Miles?
Yeah, they should call him Spider Bitch.
So, let's not go crazy. Bitch. Miles is a nigga.
I rock heavy with Miles. Even in the game, Miles is tough.
People are upset at the actor for Miles in the MCU is going to be light skinned. Like,
it's not a big deal.
I wanted to say, like, what did you expect?
I mean, I'd much rather just have him be black. I don't care. I think that I don't care what skin color he is, but I think, like, what the fuck did you expect? He's an actual like black and Puerto Rican person. But my question is he going to be which universe is he going to be in? Is he going to be in the main MCU or in a different one of the other Spider-Man universes? Because
I think he's going to be another Spider-Man.
I think so, because like the thing about Miles is like him and Peter are like way too close to the same age. In like if the MCU is putting like the regular actual Miles Morales in there, he'd be too close to the same age.
I figure he's like
the whole point is like Spider-Man always takes a mentor type of figure to him. So for them to be around the same age would be kind of weird.
Well, we know Miles has a phone in the MCU at least. We know that much.
Okay, and what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, boy.
Well, I mean that says a lot because that says
everyone has a phone.
12. I'd say between the ages of 10 and 12 because he has to be younger than Peter. And if he has a phone, the way
wait, let me look at the picture again. I haven't looked at the picture in a while. Let me look at it again.
The way the Prowler was talking to him, he was talking to him like he talked to like a functioning person, not to a child. So it was in the deleted scene in Spider-Man: Homecoming, though. So take it as you will. They could just make it not canon. So technically it isn't canon. But
wait, there was a deleted scene in Spider-Man: Homecoming?
There were a bunch of deleted scenes in Spider-Man.
I didn't know.
Homecoming.
Y'all want to see
my
something
thing, I don't
interesting?
look at deleted scenes like that because I don't count them as canon in my head.
Well, I'm a fucking film nerd. I'm a fucking film nerd in the Spider-Man theme. So
okay, how do y'all do with gore?
Depends on what
gore with a G.
You should tell us what it is before you send it.
A guy with his face peeled off,
or we could not send anything because it's a podcast.
No, thank you.
Are you sure?
Let's not send anything in the podcast. God damn it!
I'll send it to Chris.
No,
send it to Chris, but do not send it to me.
Yeah, well, I don't want the people in the pod. This would get demonetized if we showed them this.
Why are we
send it to me? I'm putting it in the thumbnail. If you send it to me, I'm putting it in the thumbnail. So don't send it to me.
I'll definitely send it to you.
Do not do it. Do not do it. Do not do it.
Or you're gonna put it in the thumbnail? What kind of threat is that?
I will. I swear to God, I will. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it, Rashad.
You're saying that like, oh my God! Oh. God damn it! Why?
I just so happened to see that while browsing Reddit like a minute ago.
It's not even that I'm like scared by it. It's just why.
It doesn't bother me at all.
I need to see it. I'm not going to be traumatized. I just don't want to see it. I just want to see it.
Oh. Why would anyone want to see that?
I asked y'all if y'all want to see something. See, I wish I hadn't spoiled it. I wish I hadn't spoiled it before I showed you.
Okay, Rashad, do you want to see something?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so if I sent you a picture of my bald penis, what would you say?
A what?
If I sent you a picture of my penis right now, what would you say?
I would
say.
I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna forget I heard that part. But I'm gonna be like, I don't know, thank you. Like, I don't know how to respond to that. I'd probably just delete it.
I'd say no homo.
I'd say no homo.
Yeah, definitely got to do that. It's the homies. Of course, there's no homo.
Only homies for the homo. Wait, what?
What? What did you say?
Only homies for the homo. 2020.
Okay. Now,
have you seen? No, you haven't seen Umbrella Academy yet.
No,
you still haven't seen that?
No, see, I started the first episode, but I fell asleep and I never went back to it.
Oh my God, that's a very Clarence thing to do.
It is a Clarence thing to do, and I don't care. Now, hold on. Let me say something. Because we went super off topic. Because at the very beginning of this podcast, I was asking about major events in everyone's lives.
Oh yeah, and I talked.
And we forgot to mention the majorest one that happened in mine.
Oh yeah.
I am not in Philadelphia anymore.
I thought he was about to say you got a virgin.
I would not say that here. I'd say it to y'all. I wouldn't say it here.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
Cut that part out. Cut that out. Somebody make a note.
I don't care.
It's already in the cloud. It's too late.
It's in the cloud. It's too late.
But go on.
But yeah, I am now at college because my school allowed us to be on campus. So now I'm now in Virginia. I'm 5 hours away from the boys.
Yeah, it's weird.
It is weird. But it's been going pretty good. It's been pretty good.
So what have your experiences been in Virginia?
Let's see. It's only been exactly a week now because it's fucking.
Has it already been a week?
Yeah, I moved in last Sunday.
Oh wow,
feels like 2 to me.
So the very first night was 5 days. The very first night. So the day that the morning that I left was kind of like, it was surreal. Like I didn't feel like I was actually leaving. It felt like I was just getting in the car and going somewhere. And then once I got here around like fucking 4 and saw people moving in and everything, I saw a couple of my friends. People were way taller than I thought they were. Shit like that. And then I get in my room, and it's a big room. It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Like I have 2 beds and shit. But I unpack because we were supposed to have roommates back in August, but then they were like, "Nah, you can't come on campus." So I have the same room, but I don't have the same roommate, and because they never gave me one, I just have a double room. So I got 2 beds.
Wow.
2 beds, 2 closets, 2 dressers, my own bathroom.
Damn, so you're just fucking living it. Damn.
It's basically an apartment. Like I have my own apartment.
I thought you just had a singular dorm. That's why you were.
Nah, it's my John.
Oh wow.
So I unpack a little bit because my dad was still there, and then because they're divorced and I didn't want there to be tension with everyone in the room at once like there was when my sister moved in. Mm-hmm. So instead I was like, okay, my dad comes in and then my mom comes in. So he came in, helped me unpack a little bit, then we said bye. Then like 20 minutes later I moved all my stuff in from my mom's car, and then I broke down on my bed. Like I sat there and just kind of couldn't stop crying for 10 minutes. And then I said bye to yeah, like I like straight, bro. Like literally, what happened? Like I started tearing up a little bit because I realized that my mom was really about to leave, and I wasn't gonna see her again for months, and as long as I was gonna not be near her. And then I started crying, and then she started crying, and we just both started crying for fucking, like I said, 10 minutes. Then it was like, okay, bye, and she left, and then I came back in my room and cried a little more. It was a rough experience, okay?
That's how it be. That's how you expect it to go.
I got my room fully unpacked that night, and I was very proud of myself because my room, it's not like, well, see, I'll tell you more about that in a second, but it's not like extravagant. It's pretty chill. It's like a regular ass room. It's like fucking a room in a video game. Like, you know, when they go there only to sleep. You only see when the character's sleeping.
Okay, so it's like kind of minimalist, you know?
Yes.
Okay.
So the next day, I end up like going and hanging out with my friends a little more. Like I check out the cafeteria. It's got subpar food. Hang out at my friends' rooms, and their rooms are like they have like whole aesthetics going on. Like this one girl got vines hanging off of her fucking wall.
Fucking vines? What?
Tarot cards on the fucking walls and everything.
She's like a Pokemon.
Basically, she is. She sounds like one too.
Or Stan, you said tarot cards and vines.
She does. And she brought like a whole like her room literally looks like just a whole fucking vibe, and then everybody else's rooms look the same. And I was like, damn, I gotta order some shit. So then I got my PO box situated and everything.
You have a PO box? Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I have a PO box because there's a post office there's a post office on the campus. It's not awesome. There's a post office on campus, so I had to get that set up and get a key for it and shit. But
what does the PO stand for?
Post office.
Oh, public office.
You fucking idiot.
I thought it was public office.
It goes to the post office.
See, Chris didn't know either, damn it.
Well, you're the idiot here, so yeah.
Suck my ass.
But outside of, what did I do? So we just started going to the cafeteria together, like me and my friends. Like every time one of us is about to go to the caf, we'll text each other and be like, oh, let's go together. Then we used to see for fucking 5 out of these 7 days, there's a common room on every floor. But only the first floor's common room was unlocked. So we'd go in there like every night and just play games with each other. Like we play Uno and shit, or we had a paint night. Like it was fun and shit. Like we'd go eat and then come back to the common room, then go back in our rooms and chill, and then go back out to eat, go to the common room, and then play games until later on that night when curfew came. But then,
if you want to get to the other common rooms, you gotta win the game 10 times in a row.
But then,
challenge.
But then the RA told us like we're not really supposed to be going in the room, and like the main reason why is because the last time we went in there, it was just our small group, like 4 or 5 of us. But I don't know how word got out. They kept inviting more of their friends until that room was just stuffed with fucking people playing Uno.
Of course.
So they were like, "Oh, we can't." They shut us down. Like we can't go in the room anymore. Literally, like the door stays locked. That's what they said. The door stays locked.
I mean, as long as you can invite people back to your room.
Oh yeah, I can always invite people in my dorm. Like the other night when
console?
Yeah.
No, then you can play Smash. That sounds chilling as hell.
Yeah, I played Smash with a couple dudes I met. Reggie and what's his name?
Are they good?
Reggie and Tommy. Those niggas are good.
Like better than me?
Hell no. I would not say that. Not better than you or Chris, but they're good. They are good. Like they're contendable.
Well, then they don't sound good to me.
I wouldn't say. Yeah, I kind of said that like they were horrible. They're not. I feel like if they fought you, there's like a 3 out of 10 chance of them winning.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad. So
what do you think your chances of winning then?
It depends on the situation. On a good day, probably same 3 out of 10, but most of the time it's 1 out of 10. Because whenever we play Smash, I'm more just kind of playing for the hell of it than actually trying.
Oh my god, I was disrespecting Chris like the other day. Oh my god,
you always disrespect Chris whenever you play that.
No. Tell him, Chris. Tell him about how much I was.
I'm not done yet. Hold on,
I'm
not done yet.
Okay, yeah.
But what else happened? And I just kind of went over other people's rooms. Like, there's one girl in here who has a Switch too. She got Mario Kart. Like, the 2 girls, they were in their room and they were playing Mario Kart. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll bring my Pro Controller. So I pulled up with the Pro Controller and whooped their asses.
Oh wow!
Like they thought they were good until they played me.
God, they're that trash.
They were that trash, dog.
Oh, wow.
It was that bad. I was surprised. Like every single race, I got first place. I never do that.
Oh wow!
They were so far behind me. One John was fucking 12th place. The other one consistently 10th.
What? How?
I don't know. I don't know how
the rest is CPU.
Well, exactly. I don't know how you're. I don't know how you're that not good.
Wait, what CC were y'all playing on?
We were playing on fucking 150, and they played it before.
And they played what?
Exactly. And I
so
fucking
weird.
whooped their asses.
I can't.
Like, if they were like 4th or 5th. I mean, we are too, but at least we don't get 12th and 10th consecutively.
Speak for yourself. Don't y'all remember last time we played Mario Kart?
Okay, yeah, no, you're bad.
Oh yeah, Chris is not good.
I'll stand by that.
But
I'm not ashamed to admit it.
Like some mornings, most mornings, what I do is like I'll get up and ask everyone if they got trash and then take it out for them, because most of my closer friends are girls, and I don't like the idea of them walking around campus by themselves. Like there have been times I walk people to their halls, because not everyone's in the same one as I am. So I do that with them sometimes. And then like today, for y'all, like it snowed in Philly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it snowed.
It snowed even harder here. Like it was a storm.
It was a storm
overnight.
For us too.
It was it was harsh. Like there was fucking,
it snowed for like
there was so much snow. There was so much snow that I got a delay tomorrow, and I could the place I got to go is 10 minutes away.
Wait, where do you go?
I got because I'm an art major. My fucking college is on the other side of the fucking campus, so I got to walk there. But I don't have to do that till later because they delayed it, because it's just a bunch of slush outside. But it was snowing, so I went out and I just like I said, I usually go out and take the trash out because I don't want to just go out there by myself and do something. So I'll just ask everyone if they need to, and then I'll take their trash out with them. So I go outside and I see that it's snowing, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just walk around a little bit. And then I just kind of, like I posted on my story, I just kind of fucked around in the snow, made a whole snowman.
It's definitely.
I saw that.
Wrote my name in the ground. Mm-hmm. And they're still there right now. They're melted. Like the wife is gone for sure. Definitely the wife is gone. But the main dude, Charlie, he's still there. He still stands. And it was very nice. I had a nice little snow day. Yeah, Charlie was the main dude, and then his wife was Avery, and then they had 3 kids, 2 girls, 1 boy.
Neat.
And like every time I went outside to like get food or take out more trash, I check on them and they'd be good. Except for the last time, because it started to rain, so they just kind of melted away.
So wait, what do you do for food?
There's a cafeteria around the corner from where my hall is, but there's also right like next to it, there's also a building that has a Chick-fil-A and a Subway in it. So I'm definitely going there tomorrow.
What do you eat when you're at your crib?
When I'm in my room? See, at first, when I first moved in, I anticipated that the cafe was going to be open more hours, but because of like COVID stuff, for the first week, it was just fucking continental, so there's only brunch and dinner. And then the hours were weird as hell, like 11 to 1 and 4 to 7.
What?
I know. Who wants to eat dinner at 4?
Exactly.
White people.
So fucking.
That's who.
So like for the first couple of days, I was just kind of living off of Cheerios.
Wow.
Because that's all I got. Because I literally only. Well, no. Here's the thing. Then I only had the Cheerios. Like I only really had breakfast foods because my anticipation was that I'll eat some for breakfast and then go get lunch and dinner and I'll be good. And then I realized the food has like a variety. It's like it varies. Some days it's really bad and other days it's really good.
Oh wow!
But the thing that was so amazing, Fried Chicken Wednesday. Oh my god! Oh sweet baby Jesus!
I want some
Fried
Virginia
Chicken
fried
Wednesdays.
chicken.
They had fresh. No, here's the thing, because there's a farm on the other side of the campus.
Oh,
So they
wow.
have
Fresh
they have
eggs. Oh, my God.
fresh.
Fresh
They have
meat.
fresh chicken. They
Oh.
had baked mac and cheese. They
That means
had
you gotta
collard.
kill yourself.
They had yams. They had sweet buns.
Sweet.
Bro, don't make me break into your school.
Yo,
You
that
really
shit
tempted me.
hit.
You talking
And
about
they
college?
said,
Yeah,
and
Clarence,
the
you're about to get a dorm mate.
Yo, when I walked in, like me and my friends, this is back when we could still go into the fucking common area. We all all 6 of us walked in with the same thing. We looked at one of the seniors who's our RA, looked at us and he was like, I see y'all enjoy Fried Chicken Wednesday. And I was like, Fried Chicken Wednesday? This is every week? I'm so excited for fucking Wednesday now. Wednesday was just a day before, but now it's like
an experience.
It's an experience.
You're bugging. Wednesday is hump day.
Hump day? Yeah, that's basically everything I can talk about.
Interesting.
Y'all already know. We told you what we've been into. Me and Shad have been hitting the gym.
Yeah, I did change my major. I don't know if I talked about that.
You didn't talk about that.
Oh, yeah, I changed my major to computer science, which is pretty cool. I like it a lot more than mechanical engineering.
Okay.
It's definitely harder, though.
It sounds
in a way.
But it's more fun, which makes it less hard.
That's true. That's true. Should definitely be giving me a headache sometimes. Like I was taking this test earlier.
You ever have a thing that you do, like you just regularly do, and other people look at you like you're crazy for it because they think it's difficult?
All the time.
I don't.
I feel like that's every talent.
I honestly don't know.
It pretty much is. For you, well, Rashad, you play fucking. What are the roguelikes? You play roguelikes all the fucking time. I don't think I could do it like you do.
What do you mean?
Like consistently play
roguelikes.
It's like you literally
they're all really good
games.
Hours.
I know, but you'll sit there for hours and keep playing a game over and over after you die. I'm not one of those people. I'm one of those people who could go for a certain number of time and either I'll use my death as a tool or I'll just die and then call that when I'm done. But if it's like somewhere I gotta die and then go back, no, I can't do that.
I mean, it depends on the game and like how it is. Like with Risk of Rain 2, I feel like the games aren't as long. Like they're 40 minutes, so it's kind of longish compared to like a lot of other things. But like one death there, I could die like in the beginning, like the first 2 levels, and so of course I'm gonna play it again. But if I go like a full run and like win or die at the last boss, of course I'm not gonna play it again because I just played for like 40 minutes straight. I'm tired. But like with Hades, like that game, like you could beat that game in like I could beat that game in like 20 minutes. And so of course I play it like multiple times because like it's easy.
I keep forgetting to not buy it. I keep forgetting to buy it.
Just buy it. You have the time. You can play it on
your Switch. I literally can. I have the money and I have the time. But for some reason I just haven't.
Just do it, bro.
I should. Oh yeah, I have to remember to. You got to remind me. I don't want to be remembering.
Literally remind you the next time you're bored.
Okay. Thank you, because I actually want to play Hades and I keep forgetting to.
Okay, watch.
No,
post on your fucking Insta story when you're bored, and I'd be like, bro.
You know how many games I have on my Switch that I haven't even played that much?
Nah, I don't have a lot of games on my Switch.
I got the whole Shovel Knight DLC thing. I got Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2. I got all the fucking King of Fighters games.
If it's not shit like that on my
PlayStation,
I just pirate it.
Wow, you're gonna admit that in 4K?
Oh wow, I don't pirate video games. That's a
I don't pirate games. No.
Yeah.
I would if it's not worth it.
What game did I pirate?
Nah, you should.
I think I pirated
the official release if they made a whole game.
Oh yeah, I won't say what I pirated. I'm not gonna say
I would
that.
never support.
Okay, you know what? I'll admit it. I pirated a certain game when it first came out. It first came out because I didn't know what it was yet before I actually bought it and played it.
What game?
It was Undertale.
Well, that makes sense.
I pirated Undertale when it first came out.
Yes,
but here's the thing. At the time, my concept of an indie game wasn't really there because I was only really focused on like main AAA shit at the time. So I heard of Undertale and I was like, ooh, this sounds cool. And like I played through the first level, then I was like, ooh, I should buy this on my actual computer, because that was back when I had a Windows. I had fucking, what was it, Surface 3?
I still haven't played Undertale. I need to get on that.
Like I have a whole backlist
It's
of games
different.
I can play.
Playing it is way different than watching someone play it. It's a whole different experience.
I
It's
haven't
really
even
worth
I
it.
wouldn't say that. I wouldn't even say that.
It is.
I disagree.
Well, you know how Rashad is with being a bitch, so you got to give it a shot.
What do you mean?
Speaking of that, WandaVision.
WandaVision.
Oh gosh, here we go.
Who are they? What is a Wanda? What is a vision?
Let's let this be how we close out our podcast. Let's spend the next 20 minutes talking about this, and then we'll call it a wrap. Okay.
Fine.
So,
all right.
Okay, for everybody here, are we gonna talk about spoilers?
Yes.
All right. Spoiler
first
warning.
2 episodes
Spoiler
are
warning.
fair game.
The first two episodes are
fair game.
So we won't talk about everything after that.
What?
We can, but we can. We'll give a spoiler warning.
Okay, so just the first two.
Okay, how about this spoiler warning right here, so we don't have to fucking worry about that later?
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay, we are going to talk about WandaVision. If you haven't seen anything, if you haven't seen episodes 3 or 4 yet, which are out during the release of this or when this is recorded, then please watch them. Come back and then listen to our arguments and consider whether or not
whoever's listening, it's they think it's way better than it is. I'm just keeping it real.
I don't think. Okay.
Get this man
good.
out.
It's not. Here's the thing. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's amazing or anything. I think it's good.
Yeah,
I think it's one of the better things Marvel has put out in the last 5 years.
I don't agree with that.
I agree.
Marvel hasn't put out that many good things in the past 5 years. Let's not go crazy now.
Because Marvel's kind of fallen into a formula.
Exactly. I think
outside of like Infinity War and outside of Endgame, really, like doing what they did in Infinity War and Endgame, it's kind of been like formulaic.
Yeah,
I feel like
no, that's it. You're good.
I feel like after Endgame, there was like this sense of like conclusion and finality to the MCU, and I could feel it. Everyone could feel it, especially with quarantine and not having an MCU movie for like a year now. Everybody was kind of falling off. Nobody really cares about the MCU that much, even now with WandaVision, because it's on Disney Plus. But I feel like after watching WandaVision and seeing that they're not falling into the same formula, the same tired jokes, the same story structure, it's refreshing and it gives me hope, because I feel like if they keep doing this, I'm gonna be more invested in the MCU, because it feels like,
because that's the thing about Marvel. Period. Like the comics. The whole idea of the universe within the comics is that not every character does the thing. Not every character does like the quips in the mid-movie and has little jokes to break the serious tension. Like not everyone has that like end of Avengers scene where everyone's standing around Iron Man thinking he's dead and the Hulk screams and they laugh it off and some shit. Like a lot of characters have that tragic ass ending. A lot of characters have that serious appeal, or they have that mysterious shit. Like with WandaVision.
Literally? If they do, like, because I was worried when I found out they were going to do Moon Knight, I was worried they're going to MCU the shit out of them. But if they do, I feel like they still will, but I don't think they're going to do it as bad. Because I thought they were going to make him like...
Because I like Moon Knight. He's one of my faves.
Moon Knight is one of my faves. I feel like the best thing about Moon Knight is that they've had authors who experiment with the character. There's never 2 Moon Knight comics that are the same. So I feel like now that they're experimenting more with the formula, because at this point, the MCU is too big to fail. They're the biggest franchise in the world, right? Like the biggest movie franchise.
Especially just because it's appeal in China.
Yeah, even China alone. China's the reason Ant-Man is $1 billion franchise now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp did crazy numbers over.
And if we
China.
really want to talk about China hypocrisy, one day we gotta talk about China's situation, because I definitely want to talk about Mulan and how fucked up that is. But we're gonna keep going with WandaVision and how it's good.
Even beyond Mulan, you heard about they're doing in Britain with Chinese people?
They're what?
With the you haven't heard about what happened with the British asylum in China?
No, what happened?
I'm not going to go into it too much because I feel like we're going to delve off topic from WandaVision. But the Cliff Notes version is England was like, the UK was like, we're going to offer you asylum if you're coming from China, right? You can stay in the UK, you'll get a citizenship. And then China was like, yeet, we're just going to say anybody who has a British passport, you're stuck in China. You cannot leave at all. A British passport is not valid in China. And now, for obvious reasons, this is causing tension. Everybody's talking about it because Rashad doesn't agree, but I think this could be the catalyst to another world war if it gets big.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see how it would.
If it gets big enough, yeah. I just don't think it'll get that far.
I feel like that's what they said before Ferdinand got shot.
I mean,
the moment they go to war, you can't go to England and China can't go to war without it becoming a world war because they're so far apart. The allies would have to be involved.
And because it's just like the whole communist versus democracy type thing.
China is like communists and Nazis mixed together.
Literally. People actually don't be thinking about the fact that China is literally still a communist nation. Like, it's crazy how much we don't think about.
Nobody's talking about what they're doing to Uyghurs.
No, they're not still communists.
Yes, they are.
China's capitalist. You can't be a communist because they have billionaires over there and they're underpaying workers. They have communist ideals, but they're not communists.
They identify as communists though, but they use
they're not true communists.
Yeah, yes they do.
They stopped identifying as communists years ago.
What?
They're just they've been
okay. Off topic. WandaVision. Rashad, why don't you like it, you fucking slut burger?
I didn't. It's just like, okay.
Explain it, you underwhelming cuck.
I think it's that perfectly. It's a good show. Like the mysteries are fine. They're fine. It's nothing too crazy. Like if you've read any Scarlet Witch comic book, you knew what this was going into it.
Yeah, naturally.
Like, you knew what to expect. And so like
I haven't read WandaVision.
I haven't read like this is based on a specific storyline or not really. Yeah,
or House of M. Excuse me,
House of M. That's what you.
Yeah, I was thinking of fucking Smash Bros.
Yeah, when I watched after I watched the first couple episodes, like the first 3, and then I looked at like some of the comic panels about it, I was like, ooh.
You know, I knew what this was going before. Like when I saw the first trailer, I'm like, okay, so this is House of M. I knew what it was, and so like none of the mysteries ever really like.
I feel like that's how they're going to
occur to me. Like the mysteries didn't really do it for me. But I was enjoying the spoof parody of like old sitcoms. Like I think the Wanda and Vision's chemistry is genuinely really entertaining. And I wish they just focused on that because that's the part that I was really enjoying. Like I didn't really care about like some treatment. I know that it's fabricated, but like it was very enjoyable, and we didn't actually get to see them in the real MCU that much, like them actually interacting like we do.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
That's why I like them so much in the show because we actually see them interacting.
But I feel like that also adds to the mystery because it's so uncanny that this character who we know is a fucking robot is talking like he's a human being, and like the way he acts, even when he's fully donned in the makeup and everything in the whole costume, he just acts completely different than he regularly does.
That's why it's so entertaining. That's why
I know like that
parts really are the best.
Honestly, we need just more comic book properties that take place in the time they were written.
Exactly. Well, the issue with doing that is because if they did, it would also that means they'd have to deal with racism stuff, and you know how big companies are with racism. They do, but they don't deal with it like they don't make it the main thing, or rather, they don't talk about it in a way. They don't talk about it in a way where they can like look at it and say, "Yeah, this is racist." Like I feel like Black Panther is the closest they're ever gonna get for now. Like having Killmonger and talk about like his last line, because you know that was an improv line that
they do X-Men.
That was an improv line. The whole throw me in the water bondage thing that Killmonger said at the end of the Black Panther movie. Like Marvel would never let it get that far on their own. So they couldn't. I don't think they could
either of the two versions of the N-word. I don't think they'll ever show up in the MCU. Disney would never let that slide. Not even Marvel.
Not unless they made like a mature show, and it had like a flashback scene of a superhero or something like that. That's the only way I could see it happening in my mind. If it's like a superhero, they talk about who's like mixed in with that kind of thing. Like if they brought back Luke Cage or something. I seriously doubt
Jessica Jones. I love that show.
I do.
I
Well,
like
talking
that.
about WandaVision.
Exactly.
What do you not like about WandaVision, Rashad?
Huh? I just
What
said
do you
like,
not like?
it's not that I don't like it. I think it's a good show. I just like I don't like what it is. Like I don't really care for the mysteries or like that shit. I just cared about the sitcom parts. Like if it focused only on that, if it was just a show about like them, like it was just a parody of old sitcoms with Wanda and Vision, I'd fully be on board for it. Like I'm for
So what
that
you're telling
shit.
me is you're a 14-year-old
boomer.
girl scrolling through Wattpad.
Sure.
Sounds like a grandma to me.
He sounds like a mix of a grandpa and a shipper.
I just thought those parts were fucking hilarious. I'm going to be
They
honest.
are
Like,
hilarious, but it's like
I'm not gonna lie. I was cheesing the whole time I was
yeah, those
watching.
Jones were
of course, it was
genuinely
like it was very
hilarious.
feel good. It was like it was nice.
Exactly, and the relationship is cute as hell. Like,
And
those
it
parts
feels
were so
good to see. It feels good to see characters who we always find right before or during a tragedy just being happy. That's what I loved about it.
Naturally.
I like seeing characters live.
But I feel like the reason why I keep looking past that when I'm not watching is because like that whole Marvel fan in me constantly is wondering what this is leading to.
Yeah.
So I see what you mean, Rashad, how you wish the show was just that, but at the same time, I wouldn't be fulfilled if the show was just that. Because I like
plus,
it.
you already read House of
But
M.
if you have,
Yeah, I'm like, that's what I'm
That's the
saying.
other
That's
thing.
why I didn't do it for
You
me.
know.
I'm not saying it was a bad show. It just doesn't do it.
I know
for
you're
me.
not saying it's a bad show.
No.
But I mean, especially like, and I can only imagine how a casual felt because going into it, I've heard enough in the community that it was Wanda doing it. Spoilers, but
I don't think so. But we can get to that after.
I knew it from the start. I'm just like the mysteries. They seem like interesting, but like I knew I'm like well,
I feel like that's too easy. That's way too easy. Like the fact that like
what that Wanda's
all right,
doing
spoiler
it?
talk. We're really going into spoiler talk because like literally,
We
remember
already
when
said
the fucking
spoiler
black
warning.
girl? I know, but I'm saying it again because we didn't really go into spoilers yet. So
Fair.
again, spoiler warning. Like when the fucking what's her name? When fucking what's the black girl's name? Her last name I can't.
I
remember
don't remember her name. Either. Like they call her Geraldine in the actual in the
but
world.
I know she's like a character of some kind.
Yeah, her character's name is Geraldine, but I forgot what her last name was.
Rambo. Yeah,
Rambo.
Yeah.
Mambo.
Like her coming back and saying it's Wanda, it's all Wanda. I feel like that's just too obvious.
That's what it
There's
is.
way,
That's what they say
it's too.
that.
But you gotta think
they're gonna do a
there's
twist
4
to it.
episodes left. There's way too many episodes left for them to just throw
How many
that
episodes
in.
are left?
There's 4.
Nah,
It doesn't make sense for them to do that in the middle of the season. Like there has to be some external force. I don't
the
think
season's
it's
going to
just
change
her.
from here on. Like this is the
Of
first
course, it's
episode
gonna
we've
keep going.
gotten that was from this type of perspective.
But they
and
said
had
this is
type
like
of tone.
interrupting. Like the episode was called what was it?
Interrupting something. I don't remember.
Your scheduled program, something like that. So I feel like after this is going back to the regular aesthetic, and then maybe
because those aren't the main characters, Wanda and Vision, but like it's.
But I
still
feel like
gonna,
the 8th episode is going to do the same thing and kind of show everything outside of it to like wrap it up, unless they're planning a season 2.
I'm gonna be dead ass. I loved all of WandaVision, but nothing hit like seeing the characters get snapped back and just seeing the chaos.
Bro, realizing that was what was happening was crazy for me.
Yeah, the moment at first
I
I was
realized
like,
that shit immediately. I was like, "Oh my
what
god,
the fuck is going on?" And then you see them turn from dust into a person again, and she's talking about how her mom disappeared. It literally, like, it shocked me so much. It took me a minute to realize what was actually happening.
Yeah, that scene was really well done. Like, oh my god,
Yeah.
I really don't think they could have done it better.
Because Spider-Man, fucking Spider-Man, really just is kind of like, "Oh, that happened," and then it just keeps it moving. But like,
yeah, they made it
showing,
a meme.
we need like, yeah, exactly. Like it's just a thing that happened. When we're like literally 3 years ago, there are people that are like that have been there for 3 years, and there are people that just missed out on all of that. What are the repercussions of that?
It was a 5-year gap, I think.
No, it was 3.
I thought it was 4.
They said 3 years in the show. It was 3 years.
No, they said her mom died 3 years ago.
Yeah, her mom died. Yeah, it was 5. Yeah, I think it was 5.
No, she just did. She disappear 3 years? Wait, let me see.
No, it was 5 years because it's 2020. It's 2023 in the timeline, or 2024.
Fuck man, I don't remember these fucking.
Because if it was 3 years, the MCU would take place in 2021, and we know it definitely doesn't.
Oh yeah, you're right. It is 5 years.
But
right.
At first I was like, wait a second, does she have powers? And it took me like 0.2 seconds to realize, oh no, this is the snap. This is the snap.
Yeah, I thought that was all Wanda for a second.
I immediately saw the dust
like I was like, my first thought was like, oh, that's Wanda putting people into the world or some shit, and then seeing them all come back and then having her talk about the fact that her mom died a couple years ago, that's when it hit me. That's when I was like,
the worst part is how all those nurses. Oh, sorry. All those nurses were just like rushing by her, but nobody peeped that she actually was snapped back. Like everybody just ignoring her, like she might not meant. Like she's obviously confused. She's like, "What's going on? Where's my mom?"
Everyone there is confused.
But everyone in there was confused.
Yeah, that was
everyone in there is confused. But you hear the nurses talking about attending to other people.
Yeah, because people are still dying.
Because there were probably some people there that were still hurt.
That's
because I doubt that everyone who was snapped was like came back fully healed or whatever they had. There's probably people in there that just started dying again when they came back.
Oh wow! Imagine that.
Oh damn! I didn't even think about.
That's what I was thinking. That's what justified it. Like imagine you like 10 seconds away from dying, you fade away in the blip, and then you come back and die.
You come back and you're still dying. It's like what happened? I thought I died, and I'm still dying.
That's what I figured. That's why
Tony should have thought that over a little bit more.
I mean, what could he do? He was dying.
I mean, yeah, but I would have thought before I even thought to time travel, I'd be like, if we get the gauntlet, the circle of everybody, circle Avengers assemble. If we get the gauntlet, here's what we need to think and do for society to come back to normal. Like I told Rashad, just imagine when we were at the gym. I said, imagine you just get blipped back. And you come to see your wife just in bed with another man, just big brawling black man, just in bed piping your wife.
What the fuck?
Like
that situation.
What do you do in that situation?
Like that's what we were talking about. I'm like, I literally don't know what I do. Like I just walk out.
I wouldn't walk out because at first they don't know that what happened.
Yeah, they just come like for them they. Like what happened to her? She just woke up.
Yeah, she was asleep.
Like for her, she was just sleeping. She literally just passed out and then woke up again. For other people, like maybe the question is that like Spider-Man was like the only one they really showed who like was holding on for a little bit. But everybody else, maybe like what if they just their consciousness went as soon as they started fading? Like could they see themselves fade away, or was it just kind of different?
Well, they
did because Bucky. Remember? Yeah, Bucky, when Bucky started fading away, he saw it.
They were like, "Yeah, what's going on?" And they just like slowly faded away.
Yo, you remember that in the theater though?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. I'm like, yo, remember when that shit first happened?
They really did that.
Oh, I did not. That shit hit different.
I did not. Like me, literally the only time I've never gotten spoiled on anything in the MCU ever. I've made sure of that. Like that, I literally deleted Twitter whenever a new Marvel movie came out.
Oh my god! Remember when like from Instagram? Oh my god! Everyone was just crying.
Silence. No. For me, it wasn't crying. There was no one in the theater crying. It was complete and utter silence.
Oh my god! No, I heard crying, sniffling. Oh my god! It was hilarious.
Like everyone, like when it first snapped, there was a gasp.
I mean, I was crying too. So
when the no happened, there was a gasp, and then when everyone faded away, it was just. Like that was the most silent I've ever been in a movie theater. Everybody, like I looked around and everyone's mouth was just ajar. Even my dad's. My dad don't even react to stuff like that. Oh he was sitting there like.
Nah, I remember exactly. Like it just went to the credits and my cousin's like, "What the fuck just happened?" Like that was the only thing you could hear other than sniffling and crying.
I knew that they were gonna before I even knew. Who was going to be in the movie? They announced Infinity War was going to be 2 parts. I knew they were going to end it with the snap though, because that's how it ended in the books.
I had a feeling. I didn't think they'd be that brave though. I'm going to be honest. Like that was the first time Marvel really went like ham. Like they really shocked us.
True, but I mean, if it was 2 parts, I was like, there has to be something crazy for it to be a 2-part movie.
Like, I didn't even have hope for Thanos though. Like I thought this movie could be trash.
Nah,
I knew it wasn't going to be.
There was always a chance.
Civil War was kind of boring.
See, it was because it was the setup movie, really.
That's why I thought
the only main reason I feel like they shouldn't have shown that Spider-Man was going to be in it. They shouldn't have shown that. That kind of ruined most of it for me. Because
it's an Avengers movie.
Yeah.
I know, but the thing is, no, I'm talking about Civil War.
Oh, Civil War? Oh, yeah.
Because think about it, like when you saw, think about the moment you saw Spider-Man in that trailer where he's like, "Hey guys, hello everyone." The hype in your chest. Imagine if that happened in the theater, though. Imagine you go to the theater, you see,
wrong. No bullshit.
You
go to
see
the
fucking
with
Tony
no
Stark.
spoilers.
He says, "Oh, I gotta go get somebody." It says Brooklyn, and you see Peter Parker for the first time in the MCU. Imagine the excitement, dog.
Yeah,
that shit would have been so
That's like
much
our
better.
future generations.
Oh yeah, imagine watching it with your kids, bro. I mean, I can't wait to do that. Like we go through, you do a fucking binge fest, and you go through it. They're like, "What do we watch now?" No, now we watch Ant-Man and the Wasp. Are we going in order of release or in the timeline?
We're going by Rotten Tomato score. We're going.
Oh no!
First is Hulk.
Incredible Hulk first.
First is the Incredible Hulk.
Oh no!
No, first is Thor: The Dark World.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah, you're right. Thor: The Dark World. Jesus,
I definitely rather watch.
That was a
yo. Remember that movie? I forgot that John existed.
So
I didn't remember it existed until I saw the Aether. I was like, "There's a reality stone? What?"
They really tried to make that movie important,
right? Like y'all know nobody cared about Thor: The Dark World.
I don't
Nobody
even
cared
remember
about
the
any of the
plot
Thor
of it.
movies except for the third one.
except for Ragnarok. Ragnarok, that joint was tough. Ragnarok was really tough.
Yeah, Ragnarok was amazing.
It's
Like,
amazing. Who directed that? Was that Taika Waititi?
Yeah.
Who did that?
Yeah.
I forgot how to pronounce his name. He did amazing.
Yeah, I'm not going to try it.
It was a really good movie.
Yeah, isn't there? There's going to be another Thor movie, right? It's Thor,
Thor: Love and Thunder.
Doesn't that come out? Did that come out next year?
Yeah, it was supposed to, but the MCU release schedule messed up.
Yeah,
Corona.
it is. Because Corona. I cannot wait for Doctor Strange. That shit's gonna be crazy because they keep saying it's a horror movie, and I want to see how they try to do that.
Oh wait, what's a horror movie? Say again.
They're trying to say Doctor Strange is gonna be a horror movie.
That sounds interesting. I don't
because it's called Multiverse of Madness, and the whole idea is Scarlet Witch is gonna be the villain of it. Because they're saying that the events of WandaVision is gonna lead into that.
Oh, so it's gonna go full House of M.
Yeah, because she does the multiverse shit, right? So that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah. I mean,
I can see that working because next is what Falcon. It's a silver. What is it?
It's a Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I forgot what his name was though.
Captain Falcon.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But my question is, why are they going to call it Falcon if he's Captain America now?
Yeah, this is a transition.
Yeah, because branding.
But then why not call it Captain America and the Winter Soldier?
Because then people are going to expect two white guys, and when they see the Falcon on there, they're going to be very disappointed.
They're like, "Who's this nigga?
Who's this nigga?" Well, we'll talk more about this next time
on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
but no, this is the Mid-Late Night Show.
Next time on the Midnight Night Show,
we'll talk more about Avengers. I don't know. I kind of lost myself. Thank you for listening, everybody who did. I hope you have good days or nights.
I guess.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Again, shout out to Destiny in case she skipped it for some reason.
Yeah. Oh my god, you should have waited to the end so she had to watch.
You didn't even say
I should have. Her ad. Oh, I should say her ad.
You don't have her ad.
Yeah, you didn't even give her a real shout out.
I'll find it. I said her name. I'll find her ad.
You can just put it up on the screen.
You know how many Destinies there are?
Okay, her ad is Princess or is Prince. What the fuck?
You gotta have to put it on the screen.
Okay, it's Princess with one S. ADESS. There, I said it once. That's it.
Wow.
Or it's Destiny with a butterfly emoji. That's it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Well, I'm sure our 12 viewers are gonna love that. 38 subscribers.
They probably will. Who knows?
Too real. Bye, guys.
Let's follow her and act like I'm coming from the thing.
Okay, you have to type the lead.
We're fans of the Mid-Late Night Show.
Fans?
Right,
we have to make more content.
End it, and then I'm gonna download it right now. I got a good Wi-Fi, and I think I'll try to edit it tonight. Actually.